Hi, and thanks for logging on to the Daily DVAR Halacha. And here's a brand new halacha for you, and it is for Sunday, 26th day of April, and the second day of IYAR. Today I have an interesting Sefiras HaOmer scenario for you. Chances that this is going to happen to you, mm, slim, but still very, very interesting to know this case. Here we go. Here's your situation. Let's say it's Friday. Okay. And on a Friday, you were supposed to count back on Thursday night the Sefiras Omer, and you forgot to count the Sefiras Omer on Thursday night. Okay, you still have all day Friday to remember to count it, and all day Friday, unfortunately, you keep forgetting it. You keep forgetting it until finally, late on Friday afternoon, we're still like hoping and praying that you're going to remember to count so that you won't mess up counting that day, the Sefiras Omer. You accepted early Shabbos, like around, I don't know, quarter to 7 in the afternoon. You accepted early Shabbos. Officially, by accepting Shabbos, you stated that it's the end of Friday. So Thursday night, Friday is over because you now have accepted Shabbos. Um, so you accepted Shabbos, lit candles and everything, and it's now, it's now Shabbos. So it's now Friday night Shabbos. You've begun the next day, and suddenly you realize, oh no, I didn't count Sefiras Omer on what was just behind me Thursday and Friday. Uh, on the one hand, it's too late because I accepted Shabbos, right? On the other hand, it's not too late because physically speaking, the sun is still up there. It still is the day Friday, which is attached to Thursday. So, can I count Sefiras Omer, yes or no? So, I want to show you a fascinating discussion. This is up on the OU website, and Rav Moshe Feinstein Zatzal, believe it or not, said that you could count Sefiras Omer for that Thursday night Friday day for the following reason. You can look at it while I'm explaining it to you. Here it goes. He compares it to there was a Taz who had discussed this following situation. A shul had Rosh Hashanah on Thursday and Friday, okay? And on Friday, they couldn't find themselves a shofar, so they just didn't end up blowing shofar. And then they accepted Shabbos, okay? You can look while I'm reading to you. I could make myself a little smaller, see a little better. And then what ended up happening was they accepted Shabbos. So officially they were stating that Rosh Hashanah was over. And just after they had accepted Shabbos, boom, guess what happens? A shofar shows up. So the Taz rules, here, look, this is what I'm reading it to you. The Taz rules that the shofar can be blown, and he gives two reasons. His first reason is now you're kind of realizing that you accepted Shabbos as a mistake. So you can go back on your mistake and say, okay, it's still Friday, which is still Rosh Hashanah, and therefore I can blow the shofar. And his second reason is that physically the sun is still out there, so it physically still is the day of Rosh Hashanah, and therefore you can still blow the shofar. So Rav Moshe says, it's going to be the same thing here. Physically speaking, the sun is still there, and it's still Friday, and he lets you count Sefiras Omer without a bracha for the Thursday night Friday day. But Rav Moshe says, and I will just end it with this, Rav Moshe says it's going to make a big difference here whether you davened your Friday night Marav or not. If you davened your Friday night Marav and the sun's still out there, and now you want to count the Sefira of the previous day, he says, nah, it's you can't do that, because if you do that, then it's going to be like your whole Marav was like for naught, because you're going back and saying it's Friday and you're counting Sefiras Omer. So he would say in that situation, I'm sorry, you may not count. However, if you haven't davened Marav yet, then you can still count Sefiras Omer, because the second reason, according to Rav Moshe, is the more compelling reason. It's still physically Friday, and therefore he says, if you haven't, however, according to the second reason, even if you daven Marav, you can still count Sefiras Omer because physically the sun is still out there. Okay, that's what he concludes, that you can, according to the more compelling reason of the Taz, you can count Sefiras Omer eve of the Thursday Friday slot, even though you already davened your early Shabbos Marav that belongs to Friday night Shabbos. Astounding. Very, very interesting. I hope that wasn't complicated. I was just so excited to use my app here and show you all the different ways to look at this. And you may want to go back and look at it more carefully because it's a little bit complicated. But that's your halacha for today. Thanks for learning with me. And log on again tomorrow for more. Bye bye.